What's up, YouTube? Brother Great Picture here, DGP, back again with another episode of Patriot Keys. And in this video, yes, you see the title, you know why we're here. You see the Patriot stuff, you already know why we're here. You look at the background, we're here to discuss this AFC Championship game. The New England Patriots going into Kansas City to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this game is going to be a lot different from the Week 6 battle, where we won 43-40 thanks to a game-winning field goal by Gostkowski, led by a drive by Tom Brady. Yeah, man, this game's gonna be different. Chiefs play different at home, just like how we play different at home and on the road. The Chiefs have been way better at home than they have been on the road, especially that defense. Their defense actually, I think, gives up about 17 points per game compared to 34.6 points per game. Home and on the road. So kind of like us, we've had road struggles this year. We've actually scored 12 fewer points away from home. That's a massive margin. So you take into account that the Patriots are a top 4 offense, and that when they're at half of their games, they average 12 less points. It just shows you how much the Patriots play better on the road and how terrible they played on the road. But this game, where the underdogs in this one were slotted as a -3 underdog in this game. And we can just talk about the media real quick. We can talk about people saying that, oh, the Patriots aren't the underdogs anymore. No, because this happens every single year. You can say we're not the underdogs, but a lot of people just have short-term memory where they forgot. Just over a month ago, they were saying the Patriots dynasty was over, it was done. Then we beat the Chargers convincingly, and then it's all of a sudden the Chargers, they were never that serious. We never believed in the Chargers. No, people picking the Chargers going to the Super Bowl. People thought the Chargers were going to beat us, and now everybody is just tired. And I think that's what it is. I think everybody's just tired of the Patriots dying. They're tired of Brady. They're tired of Belichick always in the AFC Championship, and they're just hoping that the next team wins. So Patrick Mahomes, looking like the MVP, is going to be their savior. But going into this game, man, we're going to have to kind of do what we did last week. Just get the run game. We're going to have to have a nice balanced attack. Even in the Week 6 matchup where we did all the right things. Like, we did everything that I thought we should do. We kept Mahomes off the field. I think we had like a plus, like, over 10-minute, difference in time possession. And it just shows how, man, it just shows how crazy their offense is, because they can just score like this. Because I remember one time we still got, I think, like 6 minutes left on the drive, and then like the next play in the fourth quarter, Tyreek Hill just deep down the field, wide open, 75-yard touchdown. And it's just some things you just can't account for. And speed is one of those things. Tyreek Hill, his 2 games that he's played against us, I think he has like 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. So he's been a problem for us the past couple times we played him. Patriots, they did say they had somebody on the scout team mirroring him. They didn't say who, but if I had to put a guess on it, and let me know down below in the comment section if you had to guess somebody that will mimic Tyreek Hill on the Patriots. We don't have nobody with that speed. I don't think anybody has anybody with that speed unless they bought somebody in track to run that fast. But if anybody, I would say Philip Dorsett, because I feel like he's probably the fastest guy that's kind of slim and can just kind of take off. Maybe Cordell Patterson too. But whoever that was, man, all they was doing, their conditioning must be A1, because they was just running streets and all that stuff. So I saw we did a lot of this against the Chiefs in Week 6. We tried to run cover 0 us at times, and we was just hoping that the pressure got there. And if it got there, and he made a bad throw, made a bad read. So I think we might implement some of that as well, but not as much, because now they have film. And again, regular season and postseason, when you face a team 2 times, once in the regular season, the second time if it's in the postseason, it's never going to be the same. So I think we're going to run a little bit of a cover 0. Again, I think we're going to try to attack Patrick Mahomes, try to scheme up some things to get him confused, because you have him sit in the pocket and you don't get no pressure on him. He's you got Tyreek Hill, who can just get by anybody. You have Travis Kelce up the middle. So this game is going to be on the defense. It's going to be a complete effort. Special teams is going to be the key here. We're going to need everybody, because I feel like if I had to give a score prediction, I don't think we're going to hit the 40s again. I think the highest a team may hit, and that's the winning team, will be in the 30s. But it's going to be a competitive game. Again, feed the run game. Hold the ball as much as possible, man. We're going to have the whole clock, shoot clock, all that stuff. Whether it's throwing little 5-yard runs or, 5-yard passes, whatever. Use the entire clock, man. And we're just going to have to hope and pray for the best. Again, teams are now looking at with the Chargers game saying, oh, well, they didn't make no adjustments. They only had 7 defensive backs. We know the Chiefs aren't going to have that. They're actually going to have Eric Berry back, which he hasn't performed as great as we know he can, more so due to the injury and everything. But We know that Eric Berry being there as a presence, not only can that he can give you a flashback or something, but it's just him being that leader, just being there to make sure that everybody's in the right position, and just gives that, and he gives that crowd more of a spark. And the crowd is already going to be loud as it is, but he gives that crowd more of a spark. I think again, we're going to have to come out first drive. I want to say that if we win the coin toss, we'll probably receive again. First drive, we're going to have to come out and score a touchdown. We're going to have to try to get the crowd out the game as quick as possible. Maybe Belichick might defer, so the second half will be, easier after we make the adjustments and everything, not as loud. But, yeah, I think, balanced running attack is going to be down in the trenches. The only defensive lineman I'm really worried about is Chris Jones, Justin Houston. He's still a dog. He's still an animal, but I'm more so concerned about Chris Jones because that boy's a monster. Offensive line is going to have to protect like they did last game. Trent Brown, Marcus Cannon. Marcus Cannon played great last game. One of the few times he has played great this year. We're going to have to slow down their pass rush, and I think it's more so in the interior too. I think that's where Chris Jones kind of lines up as well, kind of in that guard position. So Joe Thuney, Shaq Mason, David Andrews, those boys, they're going to have to be solid A1. And, getting around these cornerbacks, they like to play a little bit of coverage, more like man coverage, I would say. And I feel like we got to just win our one-on-one battles. Chris Hogan is going to be a factor in this game. Again, we don't have Josh Gordon, but they don't have Kareem Hunt either. So I think what the Patriots may end up doing is force them to run the football. If they're going to beat us running the football, then so be it. So maybe that's us sitting back in coverage and, trying to make sure that if they want to run the ball, they can run the football. And we'll let Damian Williams beat us. If that means that Patrick Mahomes will beat us, then we'll live with that. So if they run for 150 yards, whatever, and, they beat us like that, then, hey, that's just the way we want. If that's the way we lose, then you can't really get mad at that. You just got to hopefully take away their strength. And I think we're going to try to, because Tyreek Hill is just so fast and can create, it's kind of hard to take that one guy away because his speed can just create position. So I think if we take away Travis Kelce, I think Stephon Gilmore won't be shadowing Tyreek Hill. I think he might do it every few times, but I think they're going to more so be like a side type thing. But I'm telling you right now, there has to be a safety over the top every single play. Like every other play, there needs to be a safety over the top to watch Tyreek Hill. But, in terms of the Patriots, I think, that two tight end, running back, Sony Michel, James Devlin, fullback, with Julian Edelman or somebody out there. Well, I should say two wide receiver, one tight end, single back, not single back, I formation. I think that's going to look pretty good. We're going to have to run the football, like I said. We're just going to have to chew clock and hope that turn this into a running game. Hopefully the Chiefs make them try to run the football, and that just works into our favor because we can bend but not break on the run game. They can run all the down the field, get to the 10-yard line. If we bend, don't break, force them to 3 points, we come back down, we try to run the football, and we can score touchdowns. I think that's the way we're going to have to beat the Chiefs, man. Force them to run the football, something that, they're comfortable with doing, but they don't have a guy like Kareem Hunt that can really kill us like that. And again, it just takes away from chances from Tyreek Hill, takes away from chances from Travis Kelce. So discipline is going to be the key. And I would say, just kind of like similar to Aaron Rodgers, contain Patrick Mahomes. If you keep Patrick Mahomes in that pocket, again, he's still a good quarterback in the pocket, but the deadliness comes from when he's scrambling outside, and that's when you get Tyreek Hill going across the field, playmaker in, Travis Kelce doing whatever. It's kind of like a backyard football type thing. Again, we don't have the athleticism. So hopefully, I'm hoping that Obi is active for this game just because of that athleticism factor. Maybe he can be like the spy on Patrick Mahomes or just watch Patrick Mahomes and everything. But yeah, man, this game, ooh, can't wait. Key matchup that I'm going to say on offense and defense, I'm going to say the matchup that we need to look forward to, is Trey Flowers versus Mitchell Schwartz. I think that's going to be a good matchup. And I think that's going to be whoever wins that battle can potentially impact the game more so than Tyreek Hill versus a cornerback, just because that's kind of easy. I like to look at the little things. Trey Flowers more so than Mitchell Schwartz. I think that's going to be a good matchup. And on offense, we could go James White versus the linebackers. We could go offensive line versus Chris Jones. But I just honestly think it's going to be whoever is guarding Gronk. And I think that's going to be Eric Berry. I think they're going to put him. Gronk versus Eric Berry. Two guys who probably go down as Hall of Famers, potentially. I don't know about Eric Berry. Gronk probably would go down Hall of Fame, potentially. These are two potential Hall of Famers, but they're definitely all former All-Pros. Whoever wins that matchup, because I remember the last time Berry got Gronk, didn't look too good. Gronk was coming back from injury, but I think this game, Gronk's going to have to step up, be that pass catcher, be the guy on, 3rd and 6 down the seam against Eric Berry. He's going to have to win that matchup. So Eric Berry versus Gronkowski, Trey Flowers versus Mitchell Schwartz. I think that's going to be a good matchup. And yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. And Patriot fans, don't get discouraged by all the trolling on social media by other people. It ain't worth it. The media, they counting us out, and then they want to go back on the word saying they're not counting us out. People want to say the Patriots were favored the whole time. Don't worry about it. Let's do our job. Bet against us, and let's get this 6th ring, y'all. Again, Tom Brady, he ain't going nowhere for the next couple of years. His team ain't going nowhere for the next couple of years. So hopefully we can get this win. 8th straight AFC championship. Can't ask for anything more other than a Super Bowl win. Dynasty is just crazy. But yeah, man, that's my AFC championship preview. If I got to give a score prediction, I'm going to say we win this game 34-24. Actually, 34-27. I give them extra 3 points. 34-27 is going to be the final score. And I don't think it's going to come on like a game winner type thing. I think maybe they score within the last minutes or so, or we, go by field goal and then, whatever. But, 34-27. I think we win this game convincingly. I think Brady has about 300 yards rushing. We get about 150 time possession. We should win that. Actually, it should be close because I think it's going to be a running game. But yeah, 34-27. That's my score prediction for this week for our game. And I catch you next time, y'all.